Andy, quick one. Xbox or PS4?
PS4. More exclusives on PS4 than on Xbox. I mean, Xbox has the power, but PS4 has the games.
Cool. Once again, a new weekend dawns as your favorite tech podcast looms across the horizon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nibs Tech Podcast. You really want to miss this one because quite a number of jobs have been lost. And it's still ongoing as employers want accuracy, no flaws. Tech is the answer to their wants because devices are doing their jobs, not to even mention bots. They are getting doper and smarter, taking jobs away from doctors and the market researcher. It's scary, but don't fret, because in this important charter, we'll discuss how to acquire the right skills from novice to master. My name is Francois, and I'll be your sat-nav today. But hey, we missed the mate, quite a disadvantage. Daniel isn't here, not because he's late, but a little under the weather. We pray he gets better, that's our hope. Moving on, you already heard him spoke. He's the code mighty, no jokes. He's the most lovable game developer, says the post. Join me as we welcome our one and only Andy Koshi, the sweet voice you heard on Quick Picks not long ago.
Hello everyone.
And also, we are pleased to have a guest in the studio, Ghana's finest data science dazzle. After full stack developer, AI modeler, you name it, quite a number. I've personally been honored to be a part of his hustle. He's the man of the people aspiring to work for Google. His magnificence puts me in awe. Let's say hello to Boadzie Daniel.
Hello.
We'll be with you shortly. I'd like to begin with the chief game developer, Andy Koshi. Andy, we are talking about careers today. Many organizations these days are shifting to a digital transformation, and we see the use of technology in every sector. There is also a demand for IT-inclined personnel than ever. So for those of us who know nothing much about the tech industry, how do we fit in? Because as an employer, I would like to pick someone who has tech skills, just in case. Of course, there will be technology coming in, new technology coming in. And if I have employees with tech backgrounds, it saves me some hassle, right? So how do we fit in?
In the tech space.
Yeah.
I mean, the tech space or the IT space is broad, which actually gives you, whoever is trying to jump into the sector, the opportunity to just look around and find a nice niche or fit for you and then jump in. There's so much in IT no one person can do. You can be an Android developer, you can work as an app developer, iOS or Android, web development, backend systems, game development, cybersecurity, networking. Like just me. I could keep on mentioning jobs all day. So it's actually a broad space where you shouldn't really be scared to enter. Just jump in, just get your feet wet and see what happens.
Okay. But I know sometimes choice is a little crippling when there's a lot. But the silver lining is no matter what you choose, you actually get to fit somewhere.
Exactly.
Like a little piece of cog in a big machine.
There's a job for you.
Right.
Almost everywhere. Almost everywhere. I don't say everywhere. Almost everywhere. Like IT is right now, like it's the most sought after. So if you have if you have any kind of qualification in any area in IT, you are eligible for a job more than your colleagues who don't have a qualification in IT.
Right. So how do we start?
There's YouTube. YouTube is our good friend. There's also, but YouTube doesn't give you certificates. Unlike other online classes where when you take them, you can have a digital certificate which you can show or you can add to your CV. So you could use YouTube where there's no digital certificate, but you learn a lot from different minds, people trying different things. You even just having fun, just looking for a tutorial or for something. You could also use Udemy, EDX, all these other professional online classes. They usually end with a nice digital certificate which you can add to your CV.
That's
to
nice.
show that you have actually completed this course and you are a master in this particular course.
Right. That's very interesting. So can you pick any particular field and can you help us understand maybe if anyone wants to go into it full time, the career path? I know you like games a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could talk to us about game development and then how we can all start.
Yeah. So okay, let's pick game development. So I do game development. Lucky for everyone, game development is another broad sector.
Right.
Game development that doesn't just involve a programmer or an artist. It involves people who write stories. It involves people who do music.
Wow.
It involves people who do level design, environmental design, concept art. So all these things, you don't really need to learn IT when you're entering game development. You have to. The main thing that is wanted when you're entering the game development spaces, you have to have a love for video games.
Okay.
And then everything else follows. So now they look at what you're able to do. So for, let's say, the game development circle, since it's more broad, you can be a good writer, which means you know how to write stories.
Okay.
And then merge those stories with game mechanics.
Okay.
So you know that the game mechanics is that he can jump. Now write a story around why he's jumping.
Wow.
You get it?
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Wow. It's not just
programming.
It's not just. So there are several other things you could do. Wow.
That allow your talents to shine within the game development sector, which is also part of the IT sector.
Yeah. So you could be an artist and you could be a very good tool in the tech industry. Wow. Back to you, Mr. Boadzie Daniel.
Yeah.
Another area is the AI landscape. And according to a report from the World Economic Forum, the advancement of robotics and artificial intelligence will make 75 million jobs obsolete by the year 2020. I know that's scary. Yeah, the same report goes on to predict that there's going to be a creation of 133 million new jobs over that same period. So I think by the year 2020, each of us should have an extra 101 days of learning, right? But first of all, we want to know what exactly is AI? What is it?
So AI is a lot of things.
Okay.
But basically, what AI is about is giving computers the ability to perform human level tasks.
Wow.
That is AI.
Wow. I know AI stands for artificial intelligence, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So it encompasses a lot of things we can do. Think about all the things you can do as a human being. You can see, right? If you enable a computer to see like the way you do, it's called computer vision.
Okay.
If you want computer to speak your language or human language, it's called natural language processing.
Wow.
So basically, AI is teaching a computer to perform the task that we humans used to perform, or we humans perform.
Wow.
Yes.
This is great. Do I have to get some level of tech background before I can join this revolution this world is verging on?
Not necessarily. You know, I think that we all came to meet tech, right? I can say nobody was born with tech.
Okay.
Right? It came from somewhere.
Right.
So it means that everybody who is willing to learn can learn AI.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Wow. It used to scare me a lot.
Yes. It looks scary, but it's not.
Wow.
It's not that scary at all. Because people who have been doing it, or people who have done it, and people keep doing it every day.
So, like, what are the real life implementations of AI that are around?
There's so many.
Okay.
So, sometimes when we think about AI, we think about big things like Terminator, robots, and all that.
Right.
But think about your email, Gmail, right?
Okay.
Do you know how Gmail have been flagging spam like emails from like real ones? That is AI.
Interesting.
Yes. It uses an algorithm that we call the naive Bayes to classify whether something is a spam or not.
Wow. I first thought there was somebody sitting behind and then, flagging, reading them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think a lot of people think that.
Yeah.
But one other example too is YouTube. Now these days, if you visit YouTube, you realize that if you start watching something about cats,
Yeah.
they'll give you more things about cats.
On cats, yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's called a recommender system.
Okay.
So that is AI.
Wow.
So every day we interact with AI.
Wow.
Even without knowing.
Wow. That's nice. So, we've seen some of the real world implementations. So how do we start? Like, how do I become a part of this AI thing? Because it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it'd be fun if we also know how we could start and then be a part of it.
Yeah, AI is very interesting. As you just read, I mean, that is where the world is going.
Right.
So if you are not on board that boat or that ship, then I don't know where you are headed, right? So the thing is, first of all, to learn AI, you need dedication.
Yeah.
Even though it's nice, you can do it, it is not that simple.
True.
You have to work a little harder.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do it. Everybody can do it.
Yeah.
But you will need to put in the work. So first, you need to learn at least one programming language.
Okay.
There are options around that. Python is the most common programming language to learn.
Wow.
Because it's the most approachable. And it can basically do everything.
Okay.
So that is where I will start if I want to learn AI right now.
Okay. So we start from Python. At least let's go and search how you can program in Python. That's a very good start.
Yes.
When you want to learn AI, isn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
You know how like there are different like libraries you can use to help improve. Like for example, in Python, like you can use, if you want to maybe do image recognition or image manipulation, you need PIL or Python image, the Python image library. You pick it up. So I was like, have you usually when you are starting, a good example, Anaconda, the distribution system. Like I was like wondering if you could give a few.
So some of the tools we use,
like apart from just the language.
So learning Python gives you a huge advantage. It makes it easy to use the tools that we use, that AI engineers use.
Okay.
Right? And some of those tools is Anaconda. Now Anaconda is like a large application of applications.
Okay.
Because it can package with a lot of applications that you use when you are doing AI work. Okay. So for instance, there is something we call the SciPy stack.
Okay.
That is what you need to use. I mean, it's a bunch of technologies that you use when you're doing AI. One of them is NumPy.
Okay.
The numeric Python library.
Okay.
So you need that to like generate data or do some random data pre-processing.
Okay.
Right? And then you need Pandas. Pandas is like the data analysis tool for like Python developers.
Okay.
Right? And then after that, you have scikit-learn for our machine learning. We have matplotlib for data visualization.
Okay.
So those tools are all important that you need to know as an AI engineer, because those are the tools you'll be using in the real world when you are like building AI applications.
Okay.
Right.
So I know you could explicitly program certain things on conditions. Okay. So if it's red, we should do this. If it's yellow, if you should do this. Is that AI? Because it's kind of smart, isn't it? Is that part of AI? Is that AI?
So basically, that is the distinction between AI and traditional programming.
Okay.
Right. So the sweet thing is, in traditional programming, what you do is you explicitly tell the program to do everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
Now in AI, you don't do that.
Okay.
So it's like teaching a child to learn how to walk.
Okay.
Now what do? You have to walk for the child to look, at you walking, and then learn from you to be able to walk. Right?
Right.
So what we do is we train machine learning models on data. And the data contain the examples that the model will use to learn.
Wow.
And then based on that learning, it will be able to do something else that he has not seen before.
Okay, so you give it data.
Yes.
like an example
Yes.
to learn. So it's looking to me as if you see how math is being taught. Okay, you can't teach the child all the numbers in the world for the math. You make an example. When you do this is addition, and you're able to get an answer.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You don't give the child all the numbers to do that.
Yeah, so basically, after you let you give it to it, and then if it gets it wrong, you tell it, like, you explain to it why it got it wrong, and give it the correct answer. So now it knows, okay, this is the correct answer, and keeps that information and uses that information plus the already existing one to solve the next problem.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's about just training the model to learn how to do something specific. Okay. So you train it, and then when you give it something
with
else,
the data.
Yes.
Okay.
You training with the data. The training is usually done with the data.
Okay.
So it's like the example. Like we say, the best sermon is a good example.
Yeah.
So when you give it a good example, it will be able to learn and then do something better when you ask like something of it.
One last question. Skynet and Terminator. What's up?
Yeah, I think it's a question that is bothering a lot of people. Is AI going to take over the world?
Yeah.
Well, my answer is this. It is possible. AI can take over the world, but we are not there yet.
Okay.
How do I know this? I mean, have you tried looking at sometimes even your Gmail? I talked about a spam filter, right?
Yeah.
In Gmail. You realize that sometimes it flags like very good emails as well as spam. The point is, even though these like machines are smart, we are training them to be smart.
Yeah.
They are still not that smart.
True.
Humans are way advanced. Way advanced. You get it? And that is the comfort that we have. And one thing I've talked about is we have different levels of AI.
Okay.
So we have ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. That is when an AI can perform one specific like task very well, right? You train it on one specific thing and it can perform it very well.
Yeah.
We have AGI, artificial general intelligence.
Okay.
And that is where an AI can do almost like everything or a lot of things.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And now we have ASI. That is like the ultimate point. Artificial super intelligence.
Wow.
At that point, AI is way smarter than humans. And it can do everything that we can do. That is when AI can take over the world.
Wow.
But we are not there yet.
Oh, okay.
We are not even up to like AGI yet.
So we are just narrow.
Yes.
But we'll get there.
Yes, but we are close.
Okay.
Because there are systems like AlphaGo and Watson that are doing a lot of things now.
Wow.
Even though they are not doing everything, they are doing a lot of things that we can do. Okay, so we are close to there, but we are not there yet.
Okay.
We are not close to Skynet yet.
Okay.
It would be good for every one of us to actually research more into AI. If it's going to take over the world, we should know about it, right?
Yeah. So those who want to learn right now, we have Data Camp. They are very good courses at Data Camp. Most of it is free. At some point, you will have to pay, but you can always like move on to
another.
Yes. So the EDS are very good courses too. Coursera is there. Udemy. As for Udemy, there's too many. Okay. And for just $10, you can get a very good course in AI. One of the things we are planning on doing is to have an AI podcast on the channel. So you can actually learn AI at the comfort of your car or your home. You just have to listen and try to like follow.
Right.
Okay. So everybody can get at least some information about AI.
Yeah.
Because it's good that we all know what we are getting into.
Oh, yes.
Whether we like it or not, AI is here.
Yeah.
And it's here to stay.
Yeah.
Yes, there is AI is going to replace a lot of jobs. So if you are not helping in the AI landscape, then there is a decent chance you have a job to do.
Yes.
So just note, side note, Daniel's podcast is going to be very advanced. So you have to be ready. You have to psych your mind for it.
Yeah.
This is what he's doing here is the tip of the iceberg. He's serious small boy, so he's having fun with our brain. So when the podcast is ready, we'll tell you, and then you can just listen to him.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll go easy on you.
So I'll drop the links to the educational websites in the description. So if you are interested, you could go take a look. Thank you so much, Daniel Boadzie.
Good to
It's
be
been
here.
a pleasure having you in our studio.
Me too.
We are moving on to announcements. A group of AI engineers at Beihang University and Microsoft, China, have gone one step further to build a machine learning model that can generate fake comments for news articles. They call it DeepCom.
Deep fake. I know about deep fake.
Wow, that's serious.
There's some crazy things.
So it's commenting.
Yeah.
Something is commenting, and you think it's a human being. Wow.
There's a lot of examples like that. There is fake celebrities. I don't know whether you heard about that one. Fake celebrities where they are generating faces of celebrities that look so real, but they don't exist.
You know how complex this thing is? Because if like what they're doing is very complex. Because if you just think about it, have you ever gone to like the YouTube? Like if you watch a video, look at the comment section.
Yeah.
See how random everything is, and they're able to like generate comments. Like this is really complex.
I know, right?
Wow.
But it can be done. So that's just it. Everybody can do it.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's podcast. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Nibs. You get sneak peeks, bloopers I know you wouldn't want to miss. So please follow now and participate in our post too. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Nibs, if you haven't. Keep the notification bell on in order not to miss our upcoming episodes. Until next week, we'll say a bye-bye for now.
Bye.